Hi, how do you like my mic holder? Yeah, I thought I wanted to experiment and try a new thing because I was getting tired of speaking with a mic like this. And since I record with my cell phone, I know a lot of you guys will be like, why don't you just use those kind of like podcast mics and all that? I'm not a very techie girl, you know? Sometimes I do need the help of a man in my life. I do have those mics from Rode, like the square ones, that I've never used. I purchased them like maybe 3, 4 years ago. However, I thought this was a nice thing to do, just to hold the mic down here instead of here, and my arm wouldn't be that tired. Hopefully, you will like it. Today, we have a story. So, the story goes like this. Yeah, I received this product from Shenzhen, my beloved Shenzhen, and it all goes down to back in April, the best month of the whole year. It's my favorite month. Which is your favorite month? Let me know in the comments. I love April first because it's my birthday, and or maybe first is because it's spring and the birds are singing and nature is blooming, the flowers are opening. Just it's just very nice because it's not that hot, it's not that cold. It's green. It's just nice. And besides, it's my birthday. I think April is perfect. And here we have Jacaranda season. So I was in China during that April. And by the way, I was just realizing today is going to be 3 months precisely that I have been back from China. Time goes very, very fast. When I left China, I was decided to be back in 2 or 3 months' time. Nonetheless, I still want to go back ASAP, but yeah, time somehow just passed by very fast. So I was in my apartment one day, and in the front desk there was this man trying to talk with the staff there. So I thought he was having some troubles, and I offered my help. Like, do you need something? I clearly can see that you cannot communicate with them because he couldn't speak that good English, or they couldn't speak English either. So I offered my help, and somehow he was having trouble with them giving him a room. At the end of the day, he ended up staying there, and we exchanged WeChats. And later that day, he asked me if I could just go around walking to chat. I was like, no way, I'm so tired, I don't want to walk. But we ended up going for a drink, just a place 2 blocks from the service apartment. And the only thing I could get was water because there were like sugary teas and beer and alcohol drinks, which I don't intake. So when I ordered the bottle of water, plain water, he was like, what? Are you just gonna have this? Ain't no fun, right? But I'm not gonna do anything I don't usually do just because people will see me weird. Anyhow, I got my water and we start talking about business and how he will often go to Shenzhen maybe every 2 or 3 months to handle his business there because he was building a brand, or he had already built a brand and he was just adding more and more products and novelties and researching about which suppliers were better for the packaging, for the products, etc. Somehow he seemed very knowledgeable and very ambitious, and I was very very thrilled and intrigued about everything that he was doing. The weak point here is that he couldn't talk that good English, so my English is superb compared to his. So we were communicated with the translator. I believe it was AI, but back then he had installed some kind of software in his phone for us to, I mean, he had it before for the suppliers, I guess. So we just started talking with the phone and the translator. And he arrived to this point where he shares with me that he was very interested in Mexico, the Mexico market, because he was trying to expand his brand to America. Previous to that, he was just selling in Iran and other countries around Iran. So he said, like, I want to start selling in Amazon, like Amazon Mexico and USA. I haven't sold in Amazon, guys, just for the records, but I have a lot of friends and clients sell on Amazon. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool, this and that. So for the record, so many of the logistic agents in China will directly ship the merchandise, the products, to the warehouses here in Mexico or the USA. So you don't need to really be here or do much about it, as long as you send the products and you have an account that sells in Mexico and the USA. So that was it for the night. We came back our own apartments, and that's pretty much it. He wanted us to have dinner the next day, but I was leaving. I said, sorry, I'm leaving. So that is precisely, so today is the 18th. Yeah, I was leaving. And I told him, sorry, I'm leaving. I was going for Hong Kong the next day, I believe. And he wanted to invite me to the vegan dinner because I told him I was vegan. And suddenly he started laughing. And I was like, what? It's like, my last girlfriend was vegan. Oh, so very hard. He shared with me like they were traveling and it was very hard, and he started complaining all about that, to the point that I understood they ended up the relationship because it was too hard. I was like, okay. Anyways, so that's the way I eat, so that's it. So he was very knowledgeable about veganism because of that. And the next day he texted me and he said like, hey, I said, I'm going, so thank you very much, bye-bye. That's it. So that was it since that April. So around maybe 2 weeks ago, he texted me and said like if I could help him with receiving some products and purchasing from Amazon. So he sent me the link and he sent me the amount we agreed on for the transaction. And I was just in charge of purchasing the goods, receiving it, and reviewing it, of course, for him to have these good reviews in Amazon Mexico. And I purchased the product, so I just received it. I guess this is his brand, DJ Parsa. And I'm just very emotional, not about his brand, not about his product, but just to think that, when I received it, I was like, hey, I received it. Should I review it now? And he's like, wait, just for a little bit. And it's just tempered glass, protector glass, which is like all around Shenzhen markets. It's just a normal product. But can you understand the level of emotion of, like, I just met this random guy, or maybe his life is not as random as we think it is, that one day in April, and I wanted to help him. So I kind of end up helping him. And we end up going out and having this talk. I think he's so interesting. He's so hardworking. He's so ambitious. Like, wow, I was so impressed, And like, he doesn't know any English and still he goes to China and does what he does. And not just that, he wants to open his horizons, not just to his own countries or like surroundings, but to Americas, like Mexico and USA, because he saw the big potential of our Mexico market. Not even me doing this in Amazon. And when I received this one product, this one glass, I was just so emotional, like, oh my God, how can I get this from Shenzhen? Because I really love Shenzhen and all that. So this is just a very normal product, from Shenzhen. But this was just able because he got to meet me there that one precise moment, that one precise day. And I got to be offering him help in any case he needed. So yeah, it's not like we are friends or anything because we cannot talk in WeChat. He's just very simple like statements. But I got to receive this all the way from China in my country from a guy that is living in another side of the world, which is Iran, does not speak our language, not even English, but he has this goal or mindset already of having this done. So it's just great. And I was just realizing the power of connections. like for example at this very moment you guys watching from the other side of the screen, I might not have the pleasure to get to know you yet, but who knows, like life is just a special, does how to say, surprises you that you never know what can happen, right? So sometimes I was feeling like, oh, this English channel, many of my country mates, like people here doing amazing in social media, either YouTube or other socials, are not even wondering why should I not start if I already know I have the knowledge to profit from my socials in Spanish in Mexico. Why I don't expand to English, yeah? So in my case, I see this very valuable, like this interaction, me sitting here and talking to you, me showing you about my country or my life or my whereabouts in regards to my business, just this little story that I got to tell you, maybe also somehow makes an impact for you on how it's not small, but how connected the world can be. And just out of a chance of meeting somebody, you can get to do this or that. So that's the story. And hopefully he will be selling a lot to Mexico. Like, seriously, he has a big vision, yeah? I'm very impressed. He shared with me so many things about how he will mix and match products with packaging. He was like, there are so many products that have the packaging, but the Chinese packaging is for Chinese. So I need to go and look for suppliers that offer great packaging and redesign it. I will not just take like the normal packaging. And he was just telling me all this. I guess he will have told me much more if we could have the language. Therefore, knowing another language is just great. I feel very blessed that I can make myself understood in this language, no matter my skills, if it's how it is my English. But you understand me, so that's good enough. And just me like trying to share whatever it is that I share here, it's valuable to some point, because for you guys, this Mexico, my life, my clients, how I develop my life, how my life, how to say, it's just unknown for many, because you live at the other side of the world, let's say Australia. I was talking also with this one follower from the UK a while ago, some moments ago. He was sharing with me like how he enjoys my videos. He's living in the UK, he's vegan, and he really likes it. So little did I know that could happen, like I could touch and also inspire or just share a moment, no matter I'm here for 10 minutes, with people that is so far away and that I couldn't be reaching otherwise. Yeah, like this is a very just, I mean, I talk to the camera, but I'm not really aware of who am I talking to. But reading your comments or your messages whenever you guys send me messages, private messages to my socials, my email, it's just very rewarding. So I really appreciate that, and therefore I'm gonna continue to do this, just share a little bit of my everything, and hopefully you enjoy that. So yeah, so that's it for today. Dream big, guys. This is a story about there are no limits. This guy can hardly speak English at all. He was just going around with his phone on translation, on a translation software, communicating with the Chinese. He communicated with me with some very little words through WeChat. He was like, I'll pay you this much if you do this for me. And I was like, okay. But I added some. So I was like, okay, but you have to pay me this much and I'll do it. And he just transferred me the money, and I was like, yeah, so you don't need that much, Sometimes you think, I have this one friend that has a business, but he always thinks there's more things that he needs to add to his team, to his equipment, in order to go on social media, in order to do this, in order to do that. Like, for example, me just sitting here with a cell phone. And it's just, you are good enough with what you know now if you have this heart call to do something. Just start with what you have. And somehow life, the universe, people around just like me that time, just like me maybe now at this moment or at any other moment, you can click on one of my videos and it can even just cheer up your life or somehow inspire you that, oh wow, people around the world, at the other side of the world, are doing this. So it's quite surprising or motivating. So what do you guys think about this story? Send you lots of love. I also sent a prayer and intention for you to have a very great day, week, and month in your business with a lot of good intentions from Guadalajara. And remember that if you need some help with finding suppliers in China, verify them with your logistics, we are so very happy to help you with that. Find my link and the services we provide down below, as well as if you're unaware of what to purchase, book a call with me or just send us an email. Yeah. We're gonna be so very happy to help you and your business to grow from China with a lot of love.